guys, welcome back to the GeekBuddy. This is Cami, and today we're doing a review for a movie that all of you have requested a lot. So today we're going back in it, and it is Kantara. So Kantara, it is a movie written and directed by Rishabh Shetty, who's also now playing the main character in the movie. The director Rishabh Shetty, to give you some background, he in the movie cited the conflict between nature and human beings as the theme of the film. The main source of inspiration for him to write this wonderful movie, it is the conflict that people from his village had, from his hometown, had between the officers and them in their hometown back in the 90s. So I'll try not to give spoilers. It is a very complex story. I hope you hang on with me. I'm trying to be as precise as possible, so keep watching please. Okay, so the film, it is in 3 timelines. We go back to 1847, then in the 1970s, and then the present, it is 1990s. So what happened in 1847, which is where we start, there was a king. That king was in a journey to find peace. So he goes around, he tries to find it, and then suddenly he finds the deity in the jungle. The deity agreed to give him peace, but in exchange that he would give land to the people, to the local people. So when this exchange was going on, there are 2 deities. One is Panjurli and the other is Guliga. So Panjurli warns him that if this agreement is broken, he may forgive them, but Guliga the protector will not. Then we go to the 1970s. So then we see that they're performing the ritual of Bhuta Kola, and in this ritual, a descendant from the king is present in the ritual. After the ritual is going on, then he goes on and asks questions about the existence of the deity, and then he threatens to take the people to the court and take the land back. Then the deity says that he will die at a certain point of time and at a certain place. I will not say where or when, because this will be spoilers, so you have to watch the movie for this. But yeah, then the deity runs towards the jungle and vanishes. Then we go to the present, the 1990s. So in there we see the main character is played by Rishabh Shetty. Shiva, he is a rebellious spirit. He's a rebellious person, he likes to have fun. He is driven by that, excitement and fun, and just living a very good life. He is working for the descendant of the king in the 1990s. And then on the other side, we also have the forest officer, who is trying to enforce the law and order in the village. Then we also have the villagers, because they have a huge clash with them, because obviously the police goes there to put limits. So the forest officer is trying to enforce, but the villagers, they're not able to understand this, so therefore they have this huge clash with him. Then on the other hand, we also have the fact that the person who performed the Bhuta Kola in the 70s was Shiva's father. So, as I mentioned before, he goes into the jungle and then vanishes. So, because of this, Shiva avoids to perform the ritual. And in his place, his cousin is the one who performs it. Then, okay, that is enough for the background, because I don't want to give you more spoilers. But yeah, something that I will say that in my personal opinion was a very good thing. Usually you'll see that movies try to add this love story to their plot for no reason. Actually, there are many movies that I have seen that they just add the love story. It doesn't add anything up to the value of what is going on. In some cases it even spoils the movie. But in this case, I like the relationship that Shiva has with the girl he loves. Why? Because along with the love story that is going on, this relationship also causes him to have an inner dilemma. What is good, what is right, what I should do. That also helps him grow a bit, mature a bit, like reflect what he's doing, and then he obviously has to choose what he will do. Then we also see that Shiva has a very strong friendship bonds, and also he has a huge love for the people in his village. And then the thing that I love the most about this character, I would say, and I would say that every character in this movie, is that no matter if they're secondary, they have a huge character development. We see how Shiva evolves, the conflict he has, then we see his friends, the relationship his friends have, the girl he loves, his mom, the police officer. Everyone has an amazing character development, and usually when you watch movies, you'll see that movies, they don't pay attention to the secondary characters. Everything is usually focused on the main, but here even the supportive characters are so good. And something that I can say is that no matter how many times you'll watch this movie, you'll keep finding new things that show how every single part of this movie is so well connected. From start to end, you have to be focused, paying attention to what is going on. You cannot even miss 1 second from it, because in the start, when they talk and there are many sentences and there are many symbolisms that they're shown in the beginning or then in the 70th story, and then you'll see again in the last part or in between. So that is something that it is very hard, because there are movies that you'll watch and then you'll just memorize, but this movie you'll keep finding new things that you will love, that you will discover. In my case, I watched this movie 3 times. I watched a third to do this review for you guys, and it is just, I just want to keep watching. It is this much good movie. Then we will go to the climax scene. So the climax scene, if you have watched, you know what an amazing experience it is to watch it on screen. You know what goosebumps you get. You get completely goosebumps. You'll just be glued to your seat. You will, what is going on? It is that good, the climax scene. The thing that I would highlight the most about the climax scene, it is the acting. The acting that Rishabh has in this climax scene, I had never seen. It is not only what he says, but only by his face, his facial expression, then his language, his body language. Everything is just perfectly tuned to give you that experience of what is going on, what is happening in that moment. I cannot reveal any further information, but yeah, the acting of everyone, honestly of everyone, the acting, it is so good that you will feel so many emotions. You will feel rage, you will feel bothered why this is happening, how this person is so bad, but then you will also feel despair in some part because you will think everything is lost. And then again, you will regain hope and you'll be happy, like, yes, this is so good. So, the climax scene is just something that will leave you speechless. And, like I said, you'll see all the symbolism, everything gathered together in the climax scene. Whatever you saw in the first scenes, then in the middle, then everything just evolves perfectly. You'll see how the bond that these villagers have makes them so strong, and how they have this understanding for each other that you will not see in any other movie. So this movie is just so rich in every single sense. The costumes, the acting, the research they did for performing all this and pulling off, because obviously performing a ritual so special and masterful such as this Bhuta Kola, it requires a lot of preparation. And the main thing is the respect that you have to show towards this type of ritual. And instead of and they have to honor the real ritual. So I love that the fact that they took the time, they did the research, they did the proper setup, they did the proper costumes. You will not feel like they're insulting anything. You will feel like you want to know more about this, what is happening, what is this ritual, how it is, how it works. You'll want to know more, to discover more about this part of that they're showing in the movie. So yes, it is. This movie is just simple perfection, and the ending is very satisfying because after the climax scene, then it comes an ending scene. The movie doesn't end up in there at the climax, and the story goes on to this very satisfying ending that brings just everything together. The entire story, all the characters, just end up everything perfectly in a very masterful way when they perform. So you will see in the ending scene that they're performing Shiva. Shiva finally is performing the Bhuta Kola. He's finally performing, everyone is there gathered around. Then you will see people putting the hand on the chest. It is just a very beautiful and enriching scene that you will just want to keep watching, and you feel like, ah yes, this is the type of ending I like. And something that I will also say is that they leave the ending of the movie open. I hope they will do a second part. I wonder how they will top this movie, because it is just a very masterful piece of film that you will not see anywhere else, that you cannot compare to anything you have seen. And one of you guys mentioned in a comment that this is the type of movie you'll remember till you're old. And it is like that. It is such an experience that it will be unforgettable. So I keep thinking how they will top this movie, how they will make something better. But we'll see. We'll have to wait. And I have full faith on Rishabh Shetty. He pulled this off perfectly. He did the research. He came up with this brilliant idea. I have complete faith in him that he will make a great second movie if it happens. So for the rating, I will not give any rating to this movie. I usually do give ratings, but in this case I will not give any because I'm no one in front of this movie. I'm no expert. I like I said, guys, I'm learning. This is a learning process for me too. I'm learning how to review. I hope, guys, you enjoy with us. Whatever we do, hopefully I can get better. If you have feedback, please put it. But yes, this is a movie I cannot give any rating. If you haven't watched, go ahead and watch it. You will not regret it. It is well spent time watching this movie. It is completely worth it. And I bet that you'll want to watch again. And then when you watch again, then you'll understand more and more and more. So please go ahead and watch the movie. Give it a shot if you haven't watched. If you already watched, go ahead and watch it again like I did. So yes, guys, thank you for watching our reviews. We enjoy them much. Like I said, I'm also learning with you guys. If you have any feedback, if you have any comments, if you have any recommendations, just remember to always comment. We always listen to you guys. This is also your channel. We always write down whatever you say. We may take a while to post whatever you ask, but we always keep it in count, and then we always write it. And remember that we're posting content every single day. So hit that notification bell to remember to see that whenever we upload content, maybe one of the videos that you requested, like today's review, will be there for you guys. So yes, I hope you enjoyed, and just remember to subscribe, like, and share if you can. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.